in downtown Milwaukee. Here's Emmy Award winner Homer.
It's the Homer Hour coming to you on a beautiful Friday. I'm not Homer. I'm Josh DiMaggio, and alongside me is Kyle Wallace. And if you're sick of us, well, sit tight because you got another hour coming.
Definitely not. Here's the thing, though. The host Kyle's gone. This is factor. This is react. Kick the foot up. This is me in my element. I usually kick my feet up sometimes. I look at C-Cat. I had to get locked in when I got to run the show, but now it's Friday, baby. I'm just trying to get through 60 minutes. What you want to talk about, Josh?
If you're just joining us, Kyle and I just did Kyle and Brust, and we switched roles. I am now leading the show. Kyle is reacting. And it's going to be a little bit different vibe. The Brewers currently are down 2-4 to the Colorado Rockies.
What inning is it? I saw that Bryce Terrain just went yard.
It is the top of the 7th.
Look at 2 home runs today for runs.
Yes.
It's impressive.
Mickey Moniak is currently taking a walk for the Brewers. We're not doing play-by-play. We're just telling you what's going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Well, Bryce Terrain did nearly hit one off the tundra out there in center field, which I've always been waiting to happen.
Yeah, has that never happened?
I don't believe it is. I know there's been some close calls.
To be able to win a free Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, somebody in the stands, I believe, would be a recipient of said Toyota Tundra. I want to start off in a little bit different spot here. It's Friday, feeling a little loose. We'll get to plenty of Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to the Badgers, who are now on 620 WTMJ now. ESPN Milwaukee for football. We'll listen to all of them, some basketball games, all of that. That's all exciting news. We're pumped about it. It's been 12 years, and they're back home where they belong, right here.
The shirt I have on, Joshy.
Uh-huh.
This Rose Bowl shirt. This is a back-to-back Rose Bowl shirt. That was in 2012. Going back to Cali to catch an L, which we did. I was there. It was a great game.
Uh-huh.
Still mad about the fact that, Nick Toon didn't get up off the ground. And we ended up, the clock ran out, and we lost to Oregon as we were driving downfield.
But what I do want to talk about with you guys is this dilemma. And I'm going to need help from the audience. I'm going to need help from you guys. I've got a little thing happening at the homestead.
Oh, what's going on there?
I live in a duplex. I live on the bottom floor. We have a random neighbor. We have now lived below for about 8 months, 9 months.
Okay.
It's someone relatively new. We do not have the same relationship we did previously.
Oh, your neighbors upstairs you were cool with. They moved.
We were cool with. We had dinner. We'd help them out. All that stuff. We were quite friendly. They had 2 adorable kids. We'd hang out. We'd play.
Kids on top. That was
surprisingly not as bad as you'd anticipate. Maybe even less noisy than the non-kids that are above us right now.
Oh, you don't like your neighbors.
But the past week, in front of the neighbor's front door, our front door is on the same porch, there has been a rather sizable wardrobe, let's call it. It looks like a dresser, but it is made more to contain. It's big. It's 3 feet wide by 5 feet. It's 3 feet deep by 4 feet wide. Okay, so it's big. It's not your standard.
3 feet is wide. That's
very
a wide thing.
It has been on our front porch since last week Thursday.
Wait, and you're the downstairs.
I'm the downstairs. It's not in front of our door because they have a door that leads up.
Okay.
But this wardrobe has been there since, I believe, last Thursday evening.
So it's been over a week.
I immediately walked out and realized, wow, that is gigantic. How are the 2 people that live there going to get that upstairs? There seems to be, you ever seen the moving straps that movers use where it's like you put it under it and then you use your full body power instead of just your arms?
Yep, to be able to. Mm-hmm.
Well, that has been under it the entire time. Well, no, that happened on Saturday. So they went and took out the straps to see if they could use those to help them move it up because the old-fashioned way of just lifting a corner wasn't going to happen.
Wasn't going to happen. This is heavy.
So this week, I want to say around Tuesday, we got a text message. It said, just want you to know we're going to take care of it, but is your boyfriend home, and do you think he could help move?
You a damn lie. You a damn lie. Hell no. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. This thing. Josh has already measured this thing up. He said this damn thing is a damn defensive lineman.
I looked
on
at
the
it and
porch.
said, "There is no way in hell that's getting up those stairs."
Did you
it's
say
a Milwaukee home?
Did you tell them? Have you seen my boyfriend? Do you think that man is the buff, strong, about to lift this damn thing? I know for damn sure. I tell people, look at me. I say, look at me all the time. I say, I hire people. I can't do. I'm useless.
So when the ask was initially made, I was not home. So I
Thank
was
goodness for
not
you.
available to help because if you know me, if you say something or you ask for help, I'm probably going to do it. Even though looking at it and looking at the people upstairs, I'm thinking I would have to call 2 or 3 people
to be able to get it.
Right.
And now you 2 or 3 people. It's too many people in the way.
But then since then, 2 movers were hired to try and take it up the stairs.
Okay.
It didn't make it up a single stair.
Wait.
They showed up. They sized it up. They tried to pick it up, tried to move it, didn't work. And now, as we sit here today, that wardrobe is still on my porch.
So over a week ago, did your lady text them saying, "Hey, what are y'all finna do with this?"
That's the thing. I feel like 2-3 days is probably the time limit of where I would afford somebody I get it. You were moving. It was busy. You had a lot of stuff to do. It's so big, somebody's certainly not going to steal it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was movable, somebody would have stolen
it. Would have been gone. Now, this isn't the first time either. Something rather large has sat on our porch for the neighbor for multiple days. There was a bed delivered that sat there, I think, for 5 days.
Why did the bed sit there for days?
Because it was heavy, and I don't think the other person was there to help move.
This is crazy. Did you have a fire one time?
The neighbor up the street from me did have a fire on their porch.
Okay.
Listeners to Jen, Gabe, and Truly will remember. I ended up putting out a fire on this gentleman's front porch. This is the whole different story. And he, as I was ringing his Ring doorbell and actively putting out a fire, he was smoking a cigarette, put it in a bucket. It was a plastic bucket. The bucket started on fire, started the porch on fire, and flames were taking over the front porch.
That's crazy because James, the postman on the Carbon Stalking text line, said porch fire. I said, wait a minute. What didn't Josh talk about a porch fire?
Yeah, there was a porch fire. He eventually came out after I put it out, and I said, hey, your porch was on fire. I think I put it out, but I don't know if it's going to catch fire again because these stairs are all charred. They're falling apart. And he said, thanks, I guess. And I said, all right, good to know.
I guess.
But I don't like confrontation, especially with a neighbor, somebody I'm going to have to coexist with for who knows how long. I don't know if they're going to be there multiple years, and I don't want to start a beef. And I do understand I can be sympathetic. And that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get up the stairs. You might not have the ability to do it. But now that the movers have come and it failed, you have to just destroy this and get rid of it, right?
You got to figure it out. I would have returned it to the store.
Would you, if you were me, Kyle, CK, you can answer this as well. Would you have said something of, hey, I get it, but it's time, it's got to go?
Yeah, because it's a shared porch, right?
Right.
Like if it's at somebody else's house, if you at a
I'm
house,
able to get in and out of my door, but I do have to walk past it every single day.
At a certain point, like it's an eyesore. It's an eyesore.
Correct.
This is a shared property. See, here's the sneaky thing. This is what you can do. Which is what you can do. You can make a phone call. Do you know your landlord?
We do.
All right, landlord. Have you been to the house lately?
See, but I don't want to be a snitch.
No. You say no. Okay, how long you been living there for?
We will be going on our 3rd year.
Yeah, they believe they like y'all. Say, hey, how you doing? You may want to stop by your property just to check on things.
Take a peek.
Just to check on things. Because then when they show up, they will, what the hell is this? To say, I didn't tell you to come. I'm just saying you may want to come because I feel like, there's some stuff that, may not be allowing for the property value to live its best life. It's a hazard. And so maybe if you don't feel good about snitching, maybe they need to find out that, or at least saying something to them. Tell the landlord to come by. You ain't got to tell the landlord or say, hey, can I talk to you? Can you come meet with me at the property? I got something to show you inside the property I need to talk about.
Something else.
Yeah.
And then when allow them in the front door, they go, what's this? You go, oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's been sitting there for like a week. I don't know. I think it's the neighbors. That's what you said. I think it's the neighbors. It's been sitting there for a week.
C-Cat, how would you have addressed this? Would you have said anything to them? Would you have notified the landlord? what's my move here? Because I also feel like, to add on to this, I feel like my the statute of limitations have passed. Now that I haven't said anything, I feel like I can't say anything.
Yeah, if you're looking to be empowered by anything I say to try to enact change and make your voice heard, you came to the wrong guy. I am the most passive.
Yeah.
I could get stabbed by my next-door neighbor, and I wouldn't even leave them a bad review.
You'd apologize for getting blood on their knife?
Exactly. That's pretty much my mentality with those that are around me. I never like to make a stink. I'm always the one that is like rationing with my girlfriend. Like, no, don't call the cops for the noise complaint. It's okay. I'm sure they're fine.
you live with one of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she be charged to call 911?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
We talked about the fireworks debate.
I'm
yeah.
in the same spot. I am encouraging not to alert authorities of things
Oh,
all the
both
time.
y'all ladies call the cops, not mine.
I don't.
Mine said, let them be. Don't call the police. Let them be.
It sounds like there's a role reversal here. You're the one saying,
No, I ain't calling the police. But I will notify. Listen, I am definitely notify the person who's in charge. Who's in
what
charge?
if it's the police that are in charge?
Well, the police. I mean, I'm not calling the police because then you talking about people.
me
But
either.
I am definitely calling the authority figure that is in charge of a property. Oh yeah, I mean, when my baby she stayed in a certain apartment, I was like, hey, we need to. These people walking in and out. Where is the person in charge at? Like they need to know about this. This is unacceptable.
See, I don't have that, and I probably could get away with it. I'm just afraid of my landlord potentially accidentally throwing me under the bus. And then there's a weird animosity. We share a garage.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
We share back stairs.
Well, if you get caught snitching, then it's all over because now you just snitches from downstairs. They don't mess with you. 'Cause
Right.
I definitely, there are people who I look up and down who I don't mess with. So I get it.
So are you of the belief that it's too far, too late? We've allowed it to go too far, and we just have to.
Oh no. What you do? Because it's been only a week now. I think once you get to at least 3 weeks, if it's still out there, because you just give it one more week because it's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
Give it one more week, and then at some point in that third week, it's like, hey, like, because 21 days is more than enough time.
Would it be passive aggressive to offer help dismantling said wardrobe and saying, I'm not going to preserve it and let you rebuild it, but I will break it down, put it in the trash, and make sure it's able to be moved
Bless your soul, Josh DiMaggio. I'll be danged if I'm taking any of my time to try to help somebody else deassemble something. No, that's too much
What
time.
I was really thinking is
I'd rather let it sit.
I have a circular saw and I have a hammer.
Oh, so you just kill it.
Yes,
I mean, why not? They need to trash it.
Yeah,
just trash.
I also have a fear too, like you know how trash is in especially in the city. They take certain things, they don't take certain things. There's certain time you can do it.
They're not taking that.
No, they aren't.
You got to make a special call for
Right,
it.
got to go to the dump.
And then if they try to get it, the problem is how heavy you make it sound. They may be like, oh, I mean, you want to take this yourself.
We respect our trashmen greatly. And I understand the job is not often the most desirable.
I'm a big fan of DPW, baby.
And I don't want to treat them. You ever heard the story about how Chewy made a comment about at his house they did not use enough salt or they used too much, and then the truck showed up at the next snow and the next time it was needed and dumped like half a bucket directly in front of his house.
Oh, so he complained, yeah.
Oh.
And that was the last time I said I'm never going to say anything about the mailman. Shout out to the mailman Fred. He's a listener. I hear him listen to KBM when I'm K&B when I'm walking the dog.
Shout out to Fred.
Shout out to Fred. I know him, and I'm definitely not. It's not going to be the mailman, nor is it going to be the DPW or waste management. Any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just not going down that road.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
They can, if they want to, they can make you have some bad days.
Yeah, they definitely can. 100% can. Especially you want to play around with your mail. But no, Josh, I'm telling you, since you're passive aggressive, go ahead and just give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And 2 weeks after that, I then just go into, hey, how can I help you get rid of this, or do I contact the landlord? What's the move?
After 2 weeks, you tell them like, hey, bro, like, what y'all about to do with this?
Right.
Like, I mean, and at that point, you can say, I can help y'all. Like, what do y'all? Are you getting rid of it, or like, I can help you get rid of it?
That's
but
fair.
What if he gives you the slightest bit of like resistance? Like, what do you do then?
I probably turtle up and go, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, we're going to figure it out. And you're like, okay.
You betcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, snitching is definitely on the table.
Yeah.
Definitely on the table.
Okay. All righty. This is the Homer Hour. He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Josh DiMaggio. The Brewers are playing right now, but the Brewers have some big decisions coming up. Matt Arnold had some words to say. We're going to listen to that. We're going to react. We're going to talk Milwaukee Brewers trade deadline. Coming up next, this is the Homer Hour.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Vehicle right now on 94 East near Hawley. It's possible there could be a lane closure associated with this. That's going to enhance the backups we're already seeing beginning around 76th Street and advancing past the stadium towards 35th. Elsewhere, still plenty of delays on 4145 south from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive and northbound from Highway 100 up to Hampton. And southbound on 43, delays begin just north of Capitol Drive and go south towards the high-rise bridge. Traffic is brought to you by Sewer Ninjas. Just like we help you avoid traffic backups, Sewer Ninjas helps homeowners avoid sewer backups with camera inspections, drain cleaning, and trenchless repairs. Learn more at sewerninjas.com. And checking the Storm Team forecast, a mostly clear evening, a low of 65, mostly sunny, and 87 on Saturday. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Get ready, Milwaukee. Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. from Dugout 54 on Bluemound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Kick off your day with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Score awesome Yingling prizes. Enjoy great food and ice-cold Yingling, then cheer on the first-place crew as they take on Colorado. Nothing says summer like baseball, friends, and America's oldest brewery. We'll see you Saturday at 6 p.m. at Dugout 54 on Bluemound. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
One great day of golf can change lives. Join us Monday, August 31st for the Salvation Army Milwaukee County's Swing for the Kettle Golf Invitational at Oakwood Park Golf Course in Franklin.
Your participation directly supports food, shelter, and life-changing programs for children and families throughout our community.
We'll be broadcasting live from the course, but the day is really about you, getting golfers and sponsors together to make a difference.
Foursomes, individual golfers, and sponsors are all welcome. Reserve your spot today at samilwaukee.org. That's samilwaukee.org.
Outfitting your team? Planning an event? That's a whole lot of moving pieces, and your custom apparel shouldn't be one of the headaches. At Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more, you get more than just printed shirts. You get a local partner who helps you design it, order it, and gives you the confidence that will all come together on time. From team gear to company events, no job is too big. Big Frog delivers quality, guidance, and a smooth experience from start to finish. Skip the guesswork. Go local. Come see us in Mequon or just jump online. bigfrog.com/Mequon.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss here for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of the house this summer and enjoy a great weekend at Road America, located conveniently between Milwaukee and Green Bay in Elkhart Lake. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. Camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in racing your way. It's more than a race, it's a full-day experience. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's the Homer Hour. Josh DiMaggio and Kyle Wallace in for Home Slice today. The Milwaukee Brewers have a lot of big decisions approaching. The trade deadline is a little more than a week away. And as they look like contenders, and everybody here is desperate for a World Series win, Matt Arnold appeared on Foul Territory and weighed in on how aggressive the Brewers may be.
We have to have one eye on the present, one eye at the future at all times, and so certainly with where we are in the standings, I'd love to do what we can to help the team, and we just have to think about those things responsibly. And we work really hard. Our scouts, our coaches put a ton of work and dedicate their lives, frankly, to developing the players and that you have on the field. And I will say that we've had many chances to trade the guys we have on the field now that are one of the best teams in baseball and at the moment. And we've stayed disciplined and I think that's something that's really important. But at the same time, you don't get these chances all the time, and so I would love to do what we can to help the team responsibly.
It's a lot of interesting stuff there. It did feel, now Kyle, let me know if I'm overreacting a little bit here. It did seem to tamp down the flames that probably rose after Adam McKelvey from MLB.com said the Brewers are looking to be aggressive and that they've checked in on the prices for both Tariq Skubal and Mason Miller. He said a few words there where he was like talking about being responsible and having one plan for the current, one plan for the future, and trying to marry those things. We've had plenty of opportunity to trade the guys that are on the field right now, but we stuck with them, and now they're the best team in baseball.
It is interesting, Josh, because he said also disciplined and responsible. And so that all leads me to believe is you're right. He's trying to say, hey, listen, I've heard the reports too. We're doing our due diligence, but don't sit here and expect for me to be able to trade the future for the present now, because the Milwaukee Brewers are always thinking about having as many shots and having many bites at the apple. And by going all in for 1 year, you may be, it may not impact the team next year or the year after, but when you're talking about the future, he doesn't want the Brewers to get back to where we were years ago. We're a bottom feeder team, right? Where we're struggling. We got to build our farm system back up. So I think he's really going to be responsible. I wholeheartedly believe they are making calls. But when Adam McKelvey made that, he wrote that article about the fact that the Brewers were looking to be aggressive at the deadline, I was curious if aggressive means making calls just to be exploratory calls or making calls to see what they would have to do in order to get it done, get it done.
It feels like we've become accustomed to the making calls and being in the mix conversation as it pertains to the Green Bay Packers. As we know, whenever somebody's available, the Packers are in the mix. They're making the calls. They're doing their due diligence.
I love a good due diligence call.
But there is a piece of me here that wonders if this is sort of, I think obviously your approach is to be responsible, to not mortgage the future for a shot at winning this year. The difference is this year different enough to not be totally irresponsible, but a little more irresponsible than you have been in the past?
Yeah, what I find to be so interesting about this is that the team clearly, I think overall as a team, they're a better team because they're more consistent. Like last year, you had some really great winning streaks, but this year you're seeing a consistent ball club. But the big but, and this is why everybody's talking about pitching, last year you were talking about Quinn Priester, you were talking about Jacob Mizorowski a little bit, and you were also talking about Brandon Woodruff, and you had Freddie Peralta. You knew going into the playoffs, you were hoping until Brandon Woodruff got hurt, and then the Miz fell off. But during the season, there was a time where you had 4 guys that you were thinking about, right? Like when it came to the starting rotation. This year, when you think about the starting rotation, you got a lot of inexperience. You're looking at a Kyle Harrison, who I believe in, but he's young, he's inexperienced. Robert Gasser, young and inexperienced. Brandon Sproat, young and inexperienced. Like we can go up and down all the different guys that the Brewers have. There's a lot of young and inexperienced guys when it comes to the playoffs outside of Jacob Mizorowski. And so with the Milwaukee Brewers moving forward, I'm hesitant to think that they believe that this is 100% the year. Like, I think they believe that they have a chance, but I do believe, Josh, when you move forward to a couple years from now, they like to call me Future Kyle. I'm always talking about the future, just like Matt Arnold talking about the future. I believe where the Brewers are at this year is phenomenal, but I think it only gets better. I think as the years go on, and we had on Kyle and Bruss earlier today, when we had Nigel Morgan join us, he's talking about bring up Midday, Jesus Midday, who's the #1 prospect in baseball. You talk about Andrew Fisher, who's shooting his way up the charts in baseball as he has 29 home runs across AA and single A baseball this year. The Brewers have a lot of guys that are going to be able to come up and be able to make an impact on his team in the next couple of years. What did you say that on purpose, or what was that? That was crazy. It was like he talked into the mic, but then it wasn't.
That was the big voice guy that you heard there.
Oh man, it was like somebody
my bad.
whispering in my
Desk
ear.
Pop.
Tell me a little something I like to hear.
Desk Pop is good.
You ever heard the Whisper song, C-Cat?
Yes.
Oh, wait till I show you this.
That
music is wild.
That song gets vulgar.
I'm 10 years old singing that song in the car with my dad. I remember my dad actually heard the song. Either it was that or Ludacris. He heard the song. He turned it off. He's like, "What is this smut?"
It is. I have a question here. It's a pretty easy one. I posted it into the YouTube chat as well. How do you want the Milwaukee Brewers to approach, I did it wrong, the offseason? I meant to say the trade deadline, so I will have to repost that. C-Cat, maybe you can do it for me there while you're...
C-Cat, how do you feel about him jumping in there and doing your job during the show? How do you feel like he overstepped there? You feel like, hey, hands off, or you appreciate the assistance?
I was waiting for the discount liquor poll question. That's what I was waiting for. Once I get the audible word, it gets posted.
So our discount liquor poll of the day on the Homer Hour is, how do you want the Milwaukee Brewers to approach the trade deadline? Responsibly, a little irresponsible, or irresponsible? Because I'm thinking I have watched the Brewers long enough, and I've made the case, and I understand the economics of baseball. But I do think there may be a time, and the time may be now. I've wished it was 2018. I was begging them to get a little irresponsible. Maybe we trade some of these assets and we go all in and we try and win that World Series, the thing that we've been chasing for so long. I could make a case, and I'm not saying trade a Jesus Mate, but Luis Pena, Andrew Fisher.
Stop saying Andrew Fisher. Hands off Andrew. Get your hands off Mr. Fisher.
If the right deal shows up, if it's possible, I would love to see the Brewers get a little bit out of their comfort zone. Maybe get a little irresponsible. I want some splash, and I want to have the utmost confidence when it comes to October that the team the Brewers are running out there have every opportunity to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah. I think I want a little irresponsibility.
Josh, I've said this before, is that the reason why I don't think the Brewers are 100% all in, I think the Brewers definitely want to win a World Series this year, and I think they're going to do, as Matt Arnold said, the responsible thing in making sure that they're going to try to, make calls and see who they can get that makes them feel comfortable with giving up certain guys. I think they're going to be trying to find the most comfortable thing, but based off what they did in the offseason, they didn't operate like a team in the offseason that thought they were going to come in and win a World Series in 2026. They went to the NLCS, and instead of trying to add guys, the Brewers made no moves in the offseason. Like, the moves they made were getting rid of guys. Like, the biggest signing they had in the offseason, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Luis Rengifo?
Yeah.
And he's not even on the team. So, I mean, that told you right there, they were depending on the young talent to progress and get better on this roster to try to have them compete. So it just makes me believe that they didn't come into the season saying, we're going to do everything we can to win a World Series. And I know they're playing very well at this point, but I don't think they believe that they're maybe just one trade away from winning a World Series.
You're listening to the Homer Hour. I'm Josh DiMaggio. That's Kyle Wallace. We're filling in for the home slice today. I have a thought here. I want to hear your response to this. I think with as smart and as talented as the Brewers front office is, led by Matt Arnold, I think they have the ability to absorb a little irresponsibility and a little more all in than maybe they're comfortable with. And I think them getting a tad uncomfortable, might be a good thing for them. If you think about it, all the great teams do things that I'm sure make them uncomfortable. I'm sure the Los Angeles Rams, when they go out and do the all-in thing, they think, hey, if this doesn't go right, we're probably going to be strapped. We're going to have some issues. When they won the Super Bowl, when they did the blank them picks that year.
They sure did.
The Brewers are so deep in terms of prospects, I think we can kind of have our cake and eat it too. I think we can get outside of our comfort zone as Milwaukee Brewers fans and as a Milwaukee Brewers front office and make some splash plays, give up a little more than you wanted to heading into the trade deadline, and still build the team you want to have in the future. They're littered with top 100 talent. They have one of the best systems in all of baseball across all the different places you can look at it. Isn't this the type of front office and team that would be primed to be able to make hay out of less than everyone else? They've been doing it for years.
I think they could make hay, but I'm just hesitant.
You're hesitant because of
because the goal is to win a championship. And I think if the goal is to win a championship, you have a plan. Like the Brewers right now, we may not see the plan, but the plan is for the Brewers to bring these young prospects up and bring them along where all of a sudden you have all these guys up at the same time. I know we talked about this before the shows, and I really believe that the Brewers are looking to have, over the next 2 to 3 seasons, all of these great young prospects match with the guys they have in the major leagues who are going to be on their way out all at one time, where they're just people. There's other teams like the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Dodgers who are just rubbing their hands together, waiting for these Brewers players to finally be available for them to pluck away. But the Brewers are all together. They're going to have a lot of young talent on the team at one time.
Here's my question. Do we think there's a plan to ever go all in, or do you think the plan is to be as competitive as possible and just hope and pray you end up turning your cards over and you have a royal flush? Or are you going to make bets? Are you going to risk some and force the hand? Are you going to force the ability to go win the World Series? Or are they hoping maybe things go right one year and for whatever reason the stars align and it happens? Because the plan to me seems like a plan we've become accustomed to. We're going to be very good. We're going to be very competitive. We're going to try and win the division. We're going to get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens. And I don't know if that's a plan I'm okay with.
Josh, you've gotten greedy, my friend.
Oh,
maybe I'm just too scarred from back in the day of the times where the Brewers sucked. But I am happy where we're at. But I want to win a championship, and I think in due time the Milwaukee Brewers are going to catch lightning in a bottle. I do believe they're going to get the royal flush is coming. I'm a big fan of Hamilton. Right? You heard of Hamilton. Have you seen the play before?
Stinks.
No. How, Josh? What about the musical Hamilton stinks?
I think it's cringy.
It's great storytelling. But anyways, Aaron Burr turns into the enemy, but he had us. I'm gonna wait for it. Like talk less, smile more. Like that's what it's all about. The Milwaukee Brewers are eventually going to hit it. I promise you. We're going to win a World Series, and I think it's coming very soon.
I do.
Royal flush coming soon.
I do a show with Alex Strofe every week, Mr. Irrelevant. You and him are similar in this.
Okay, where are you going with this? Where's the disrespect on a Friday going?
You both just have belief. And I envy that about you guys.
What else am I supposed to have?
You don't necessarily have evidence to support the belief.
Whoa. My evidence. Wait a minute. My general manager just told me that he's going to have one eye on the present and one eye on the future.
I want the eyes, both eyes. Now, laser focus.
Listen, you can't have your cake and eat it too sometimes.
I want to.
When the Brewers don't spend money the way they do.
Cake.
The Brewers aren't going to buy a championship, so they have to develop a championship. And right now, Matt Arnold is sitting here smiling because the Brewers had, 7 players in the top 100 or 8 in the top 100? Like, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous, and that is all the work that he has put in. He fully understands that he has found a formula where he's able to find these guys, right? Whether it's going to the Dominican, whether it's going to Venezuela, wherever they go, they're finding this great talent, whether it's drafting. And so what he is saying is, don't worry. The master plan is going to come together, and you are seeing it right now. Look at Bryce Terang. Look at Cooper Pratt. Look at Luis Lara. Look at Jackson Churio. Look at Jacob Mizrahi. Who have the Brewers brought up from the minor leagues that was a top-end prospect that has not come through? They traded for Joey O.
Yeah.
Sal Frelick wasn't a top-end prospect, but he was a good player. Like, everybody they have brought up so far has been lights out. So I'm going to trust. That's my evidence. I'm trusting the process. Jesus Mate, when has he not just been amazing? He's so dang good that you have Nigel Morgan, who played in the MLB, played for the Brewers. So bring him up now. So I'm just saying, I'm trusting this process.
You want to talk numbers?
What's the numbers?
I got numbers for you.
Let's talk numbies.
Right now, if you look at the odds to win the World Series, it's plus 900 for the Brewers, which you can think of it from a betting perspective, but I like to think of it from a probability percentage. And that is a 10% chance to win the World Series.
Listen.
And the Dodgers right now have a 36% chance to win
That's a big
World
difference.
Series.
That's 3 times as much.
It's
Almost
about like how many of those 10% years are you willing to sacrifice to get that 10% in this year to 20, to 25? Dare I say a level playing field with the Dodgers?
C-Cat, would you rather have 6 more chances at it or 2 more chances at it?
I remove myself from this a lot, and I like being involved. I don't like going all in. I love the Brewers as they are constructed, and I love that they are a model of consistency.
Yeah, this ain't the NFL, right? The NFL, a good franchise like the Patriots can bottom out for a couple of years and get it back together because they have a great organization and you hire the right person. All it takes is drafting the right quarterback, and you get 7. We should have 7 picks in the draft, but you can have more picks. You can build the NFL roster quickly. In the NBA, it takes a little bit more time to turn around, but baseball, you got to be able to draft and develop, and the guys that you draft, you're not going to see them for at least 3 years. For at least some guys, you may come up faster than others, but a lot of times these guys are going to be in the minor leagues for a while. So you got to be patient in baseball.
And I also feel like baseball is such a sample size sport where the playoffs are so short that a 10% with a fundamentally sound, disciplined baseball team with the Brewers, I like those chances a lot.
Yeah, they've been the same thing, though, since 2018.
Our Houston Astros year is coming. I'm just telling you this now. Our Houston Astros, remember the Houston Astros
The Houston Astros spent a lot more money.
No. Remember when Houston finally got good, though?
Yes.
A lot of that was homegrown talent.
I read the book.
Yeah. Oh, there was a book. Who wrote the book?
I believe the same guy who wrote Moneyball wrote the book on the
Astros.
Houston Astros in their turn. We ended up finding out a little bit of cheating in there. A little knock.
But yeah, I mean, we had Harvard, as Homer used to call them.
My main point is this. I think and I believe in the front office and the Brewers way enough that they can risk more than they're comfortable with and still recover and be just as competent, and talented in the future with giving up some of the assets they have now.
I understand your level of confidence in that, but I don't feel like at this moment I want to wait for the Brewers to try to go in all in. And then if we fail going all in, now we got to wait a couple of years for the Brewers to get their prospects to develop. I'm telling y'all this right now. The Brewers have something special brewing. And I'm not just talking about this season, but I'm talking about years to come. Matt Arnold and his team have done a phenomenal job of scouting. Whatever decision they make at the trade deadline, I'm going to trust them.
He's the believer. Kyle Wallace, I'm Josh DiMaggio. I've got some numbers I want to talk about next with you.
All you guys in these numbers now. All right.
Little numbers. It's list season. We got numbers.
Only numbers I like is cash and money. A lot of them.
Dollar bills. This is the Homer Hour.
The Homer Hour is back after this on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Still plenty of volume on 94 heading east, beginning around 84th Street, going past the stadium over to 35th. We also have some delays heading westbound, beginning around 27th Street and ending around Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 4145, delays begin just south of Good Hope Road and go all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound backups begin at Highway 100 and end near Hampton. N43 remains heavy south of Capitol Drive all the way through downtown towards the high-rise bridge. And checking the Storm Team forecast, it'll be mostly clear tonight with a low down to 65. A nice, pleasant Saturday on tap as well, mostly sunny, a high around 87. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand, and as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Carbless is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Carbless delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
You never know when someone you care about might need a place like Curative Care. For more than a century, Curative Care has been helping children, adults, and families across southeast Wisconsin navigate developmental disabilities and find the support they need to thrive. They help families every step of the way, from early childhood through adulthood. They connect parents with resources, provide guidance through challenging times, and create a community where people truly belong. If you know someone who may be looking for answers and support for a loved one with developmental disabilities, visit curative.org. That's curative.org. Do it today.
Whoop, just doing some roofing on another lovely Wisconsin day. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, it's just roofing done the old-fashioned way. Do you need shingles? Let's mingle, for a Wisconsin tradition never dwindles. So raise a glass, shake a hand for this old-fashioned brand. Whoop, that's old-fashioned roofing.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Your premier Michigan golf getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Josh DiMaggio and Kyle Wallace in for you on the Homer Hour on this beautiful Friday.
Is it? I haven't been outside since like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Kyle, I've been here since 5 in the morning.
I'm going to say, when I came in, it was a little hazy. CK, when you came in, was the sun out or no?
It looked good outside, but I am not going to complain about a long work day with Josh in the same show. No, that's one thing I just can't do.
5 hours is quite. I was asleep at 5.
Before we get to the important numbers I want to talk about and play a little guessing game with you guys on, let's head out to the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990. It is John in West Bend. John, what do you got for us today?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. First, for the wardrobe,
what up, John?
You just invite the neighbor from down the street with a new plastic bucket for him. That wardrobe is gone real quick. But if you're worried about burning down your house, throw a big sign on it that says free. You throw that thing at the curb, it's gone in an hour. But why I really called was I saw on Twitter yesterday, and I'm not a seam head like Ben, so I don't know who the guy is. But I think he was with the Blue Jays.
Yes, Kevin Gausman.
Saying how, he had no trade clauses with a number of, low-level teams, the Pirates, the Reds, and that. But included on there was the Brewers. So, one, who is this guy that he's so fantastic that he's too good to play for the number one team in baseball? And is that a guy that, they need? Or is that a guy that you just go, no, and when they go all in and win it all, you send him some flowers and say thanks for not joining our team?
So Kevin Gausman is a seasoned vet at this point. The list here that I saw traded of his no-trade list has the Athletics, the Pirates, the Reds, the Tigers, the White Sox, the Mets, the Mariners, and the Brewers. What I think this list is much less than a I don't want to be a Milwaukee Brewer. It's a I don't want to live in Milwaukee. I don't want to live in San Antonio. Where are the Athletics at right now? I don't want to live in Pittsburgh, Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah.
I don't want to live in Cincinnati, Detroit. And then I don't want to be with stinky teams like the New York Mets and the Chicago White Sox. I don't think this has anything to do.
The White Sox is stinky.
I guess maybe it's just maybe a South Side he doesn't like because they're pretty decent, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't really think it has anything to do with the Milwaukee organization. I think he just doesn't want to move his family to Milwaukee. He hasn't had that great of a season. He was very good in the past, especially when he signed that contract with the Toronto Blue Jays. I understand where the offense comes from, but I think it's more about I'm a veteran at this point. I've made $100 million. I'm going to do what's best for me and my family, and that necessarily doesn't mean chasing World Series all around the country.
I think it just comes down to he just hasn't been to Milwaukee during the summertime, right? That's all that is. He just hasn't been here before. So, I don't think it's I saw it, and I'm like you. I was, John, I was like, wait a minute, who the hell he think he is? And I said, well, I love Milwaukee, but, he probably doesn't know how great it can be. Because did he play in Baltimore?
He played in Baltimore, yes. That's where he started his career, and then he signed a big-time contract with the Toronto Blue Jays. I believe it was like $110 million. He was good for a period. I think those days are past him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's not a type of guy where if the Brewers I don't think it was a make-or-break guy. It would be a guy who, if he were acquired here, we go, well, put him in the pitching lab. Maybe we can get something out and get some good, solid veteran innings. But there's plenty more pitching
He costs
options.
too much, too, doesn't he? They'll have to eat some of that contract, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
We don't even want them, so we ain't got to worry about it.
We're good without him. It's the Homer Hour. Josh DiMaggio and Kyle Wallace filling in on this Friday. I've got two numbers for you, and I want you guys to guess what the heck I'm talking about. It's number 5, and it's number 137. It's in the NFL. We're talking about the NFL here. It's number 5 and 137. If you were to take a wild stab, a wild guess, what would those numbers be?
Number 5, 137. What are there 137 of? Packers. Something to do with either Matt LaFleur, win total, Jordan Love being special.
Jordan Love is involved.
Okay, Jordan Love. 130.
Caleb Williams is also involved.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, if it's Jordan Love and Caleb Williams, it's Jordan Love 5, Caleb 137.
This list here I have. You are correct, Kyle Wallace. Good job. This list here is the ranking of all 191 first-round NFL draft picks since 2020. This comes to us from CBS Sports' Mike Renner. Jordan Love is the 5th-ranked player. He is only behind Joe Burrow, Drake May, Justin Jefferson, and Jackson Smith and Jigba as the best first-round picks since 2020.
Crazy.
And the 137? Caleb Williams.
Oh, well, don't tell Bears fans that. They're going to be real upset. They're going to be mad at CBS. Anything that's negative about Caleb Williams, they're like, oh, no, that's not real. This person's just a hater. I think for Packers fans, that just shows you how good Jordan Love is. You're talking about out of all 7 rounds, out of all these draft picks since 2020, your quarterback, Jordan Love, is on that list. That is a list that includes Justin Herbert. Was he higher than Justin Herbert?
Sure was. I mean, right above him.
Yeah, and so I'm just saying there's a lot of great players that have come into the league over the 5 years. That includes Micah Parsons.
Yep, Micah Parsons is 8th on this list.
So it just shows you how impactful Jordan Love is, and it shows you how some folks view Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love is a phenomenal quarterback, and he really helped the Packers continue on their great streak of having great quarterbacks. And I really feel like Matt LaFleur in this offense is the only thing holding Jordan Love back from being called an elite quarterback simply because he doesn't throw the ball as much.
This list it's broken down a few ways, and we're going to head to break here in just a moment and finish out the show. But it is the best first-round decisions. It is the top third. That list is 64 players long. And then there's the middle third, solid picks, mixed returns, and incomplete grades. This is where you find a lot of the Packers, Devontae Wyatt, Matthew Golden, Jordan Morgan all appear in this part. And
wait, Matthew Golden's higher than...
And then in the bottom third, most disappointing first-round decisions, you find 137, Caleb Williams, put right between Kwity Paye, Mikel Williams, Travis Etienne, Kenny Pickett, James Pierce, Henry Ruggs.
Do you think Henry Ruggs?
That's a crazy name to be on there.
That's rough. You think it has to do because Drake May's a better quarterback and Jaden Daniels was a better quarterback?
I think it has. Yes, it is both those things. It is one. He was the 101. The Chicago Bears had every opportunity to draft whoever they wanted, and they made the decision, in Mike Renner's opinion, of at least the third best quarterback in the first round.
I mean, and here's the thing: how do you even defend that or fight that when both of those
Look at the results.
both those quarterbacks have been in a championship game? Your quarterback hasn't, and we can't say, "Oh, well, Washington wasn't. Washington wasn't good at all." And when you talk about the Patriots, they were bad 2 years ago.
I totally agree.
So I mean,
137 felt a little aggressive to me, but I'm happy to see it.
And
I know the people in the chat, I saw some of them saying they were going to report back to Cap. We've got people infiltrating the chat saying, I'm going to show Cap this. I'm looking at all.
That's so cool. But I'll say this. And also, for the Bears fans also have to remember, the number one pick wasn't actually how bad your team was that year. Like, you traded for that pick. And so you made a good deal. You got that number one pick overall. Deal. And so, like, at the end of the day, your team wasn't awful. Whereas when you look at the Washington Commanders, bad. The New England Patriots were bad. Yeah. And you guys weren't great, but those teams were really bad, and they already have surpassed you with your quarterback. But, we'll see. We'll see in this year, but that's not a good look.
We're going to finish out your Friday night, your afternoon. Is it the night yet? I don't know. We'll finish it out next, the best way possible. I don't know what that means, but we got more Homer Hour coming up next.
The Homer Hour is back after this on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We know that the people of Wisconsin are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
For 250 years, America has moved forward together. One generation, one family, one community at a time. At the Kunis Auto Group, we're proud to celebrate 250 years of freedom, progress, and the journeys that unite us. To mark this historic milestone, we're giving away 11 brand new vehicles with a total retail value of more than $250,000. Go online for one entry. Plus, enter in person at any Kunis Auto location, and it counts for 10 entries. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. It's our way of saying thank you to the communities we serve and the customers who trust us to be part of their journey. Plus, we have over 1,776 vehicles under $30,000 group-wide, with payments for every budget. Happy 250th anniversary, America. Let's keep America moving together. See official rules and find your nearest location at shopkunis.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide. Barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life, or any one 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer, and receive one free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay, tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee, again! See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. And when we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. Up next is the Moto Sports Car Endurance Grand Prix featuring IMSA, July 30th through August 2nd. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
Hi, I'm David Gruber. When you've been seriously injured, you need the best team of professionals on your side. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices to get the results you deserve. One call, that's all.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on ESPN Milwaukee and another Old Fashioned Friday, presented by Old Fashioned Roofing, veteran-owned, veteran-led, where a handshake still matters. Welcome back to the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's the Homer Hour. I'm Josh DiMaggio in for Homer. Alongside me is Kyle Wallace. You can listen to him on Kyle and Bruss from 2 to 5 across these very stations. Kyle, we were talking about the weekend.
Yes, sir. I'm a little over about 90, a little over under 90 seconds away from my weekend. Well, I got work to do, but even if I'm working, I know I don't have anything to do. I go home, I'm done.
Once these mics go off, you can work and have yourself a little beverage. And
sure
yourself
can.
Kyle, here's a question I got for you. What are your thoughts on the game night with friends?
Oh, I don't do them. I mean, luckily my wife's friends aren't too close.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do game nights. We did do game nights with my little cousin. She's 14 last week, and I rolled my eyes when they wanted to play. Try to teach a 14-year-old how to play
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
How did you know?
You were
shaking the dice.
That could be one of two
I
things.
was gonna say you might want to keep that hand down there. That is not the best visual. Please do not cut that and share that and post that after. But that's what I have going on tonight, and I'm not a game night person, but the other person in my house is a game night person.
Be fun.
I will have a good time. There'll be some cocktails.
How many folks coming over?
I think it's like 4 or 5.
All right, good time. Y'all hosting.
Yeah. We're a big host house.
She wants to be a big host house. When
you lay down the law a little bit more.
When we have children, trust me, I'm going to lose that. But now I'm good.
All right, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Have a good weekend, everybody. This has been the Homer Hour. Make good decisions. Talk to you next week.
We've got a new crash being worked on right now, 4145 north at the ramp from Capitol Drive.